Before we jump into the episode today, I want to share something with you from my heart. First of all, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. I really can't tell you how much your support means to me. We've been doing the podcast now for almost 4 years. I can't even believe it. And I'm so grateful for each and every single one of you that listens, shares an episode with your friends, sends me a DM or a text message letting me know how an episode resonated with you or any aha moments. Seriously, I couldn't be more grateful to be able to create this podcast. It has been such a blessing in my life, and I love hearing the ways it's been able to provide value in yours as well. One thing you might not know is how much work it takes to be consistent with a podcast. In fact, did you know that the majority of podcasts don't make it past episode number 10? And we are well beyond that. And it's just a lot thinking of the episodes, recording them, editing them, managing the guests, making sure that everything runs smoothly and gets uploaded consistently and regularly. And so that's why I have created an amazing opportunity for you to support the podcast monetarily. And in exchange for that, you will get exclusive premium subscriber content. So for as little as $3 a month, you can become a premium subscriber of the podcast. And every month I will upload new voice-guided workouts and breathwork meditation audio for you. So that way you can work out with me, coaching you in your ears. You can also take a moment to reduce your stress and relax and come down and ground down with one of my breathwork audios. So if that is on your heart to support the podcast for as little as $3 a month to become a premium podcast subscriber, I can't tell you how much that means to me and the growth of this podcast. I appreciate you. If you're interested, click the link in the description, become a premium podcast subscriber, new content every month, and while supplies last, I'll send you an exclusive podcast coffee mug so you can have your self-love and sweat coffee every morning. I appreciate you. Now let's get into the show. Welcome to Self-Love and Sweat, the podcast, the place where you'll get inspired to live your life unapologetically, embrace your perfect imperfections, break down barriers, and do what sets your soul on fire. I'm your host, Lunden Souza. Hey friend, it's me, Lunden Souza, online lifestyle transformation coach. I help people all over the world just like you who know they are meant for more, get their mind right and their body tight, and go from crazy busy to crazy happy. And hey, if it's our first time meeting, welcome. So happy to have you. And if you've been with us for a while, it's so great that you're here too. I'm really excited to share this episode of the Self-Love and Sweat podcast with you. Hey, I want to tell you quickly about 2 ways that you can get connected beyond the podcast to uplevel your health, your life, your fitness, reach your goals, but also support the podcast as well. So the first option is our Self-Love and Sweat monthly members only meetup. We meet up on the last Saturday of the month on Zoom for 90 minutes to cover some important topics, to answer your questions, and then to also do a workout together. It's a great way to have that support, have that accountability, get supercharged, and get reminded that there are other people all over the world on this journey of self-love and sweat, and you don't have to do it alone. You can join your first month for only $1 using code SELFLOVE1 at checkout, and then it's $27 a month after that. So you go to lifelikeLondon.com/monthly, use the code SELFLOVE1 at checkout to try us out, test it out for only $1 for your first month, and then you can be on board to listen to the podcast, join up on the meetups, and just really feel like you're connected and thriving on this journey to reach your goals. The second option is our Strong at Home for Women 8-week dumbbell-only workout plan. We have women all over the world getting stronger from the inside out right at home, right? So we're ready to take action to get stronger despite the circumstances of the world. And we know that we're not about to do that alone. So embark on this 8-week journey with us. You can go to lifelikeLondon.com/strong at home. You can pick up your 8-week plan. And the exciting thing is that every 8 weeks, we open it up, myself and my co-coach, for VIP all access coaching with us. So not only do you get the plan, but you get Zoom fireside chats with us. You get an exclusive way to chat with us anytime so you can ask your questions, share your progress. And we're always continuing to stay connected and motivate and inspire each other on our journey to get stronger, no matter what that means for us. So if you know that you're meant for more, you're ready to get stronger from the inside out, and you're just like, yes, I need a plan and some structure, something to tell me what to do. I know I'm ready, but I need that coaching. I can't do it alone. We are here for you. You can go to lifelikeLondon.com/strong at home, pick up the plan, figure out when our next VIP all access registration is opening so you can get that support and guidance. And the third thing, I said there was two, but the third thing is you can do both. You can join us for those monthly meetups. You can be there for the 8-week program. You know, this coaching and this support is here for you. We want to get you real results that last so you never have to start over again. And so you guys are awesome. Enjoy this episode. Get connected. Self-love and sweat, friends. Positivity is a choice. And I heard this really awesome quote from an author and speaker that I love. His name's Trent Shelton. And he once said, like, what would your life be like if your perspective and your perception was your superpower instead of your prison? I really believe that positivity isn't a feeling, it's a commitment. It's like, okay, I know the alternative is negative thoughts, negative life, everybody's out to get me, the world's against me, they're doing this to me. And I just found that the positive outlook and ownership of that is really like the meat and potatoes and where the magic is. And so no, I'm not always feeling like motivated and everything's fantastic and amazing, but like I'm committed to the positive side. I'm committed to seeing the benefit out of the situation. For all of us, we were thrown through a major loop in 2020, and for me, it was the same as well. The world was shifting and changing, and we didn't know what was going to happen. And so after that, I started to see like physical ramifications of that type of just kind of focusing on the negative, focusing on fear and all of that, you know, and rightfully so. Things were crazy, right? But it's not anybody else's fault. Nothing is against me. It's just like I get to choose every day the reality I want. I want a positive, motivating, inspiring environment. And I do that, like I said, through my own thoughts and perception, but also the people that are around me. We can't always change, you know, people around us all the time, but we can change how we respond to them. So if someone affects your day or whatever, it's nobody else's fault. So I have to remind myself of that. Hey, you know, keep your tribe close to you, people that are going to bring the light and bring that positive outlook throughout the day. Engage with them, reach out to them. You don't always wake up in the morning and your alarm goes off and you're not like super excited all the time. It's not necessarily being excited about every single thing of every moment of every day, but like seeing the positive outlook of that. So in the morning, I might not be feeling like my absolute best, but I'll start listing the things I'm grateful for in order to change my mood. I'm grateful that my feet are on the ground, that I have people that love me, that I have food on the table, that I have a job, you know, that I have this physical body. Like I'll go through a list of gratitudes to change my perspective in the morning. And then like in the evening, you know, before I go to bed, making sure I'm thankful again, you know, about for the day, what I was able to accomplish. So I feel like gratitude, also empathy for other people, forgiveness, right? Because we don't want to hold on to other people's stuff too. Like those practices that I have in the morning throughout my day with who I surround myself with. And then like the evening, that really helps me with my perception. I don't just say, hey, I want to be more positive and then just expect the universe to throw positive stuff at me. Sometimes I have to work to change my perspective. I have to work to change my mindset. Your perspective is everything. So you can get through any tough time, I feel like, with that ownership and that change in perspective, and then also tribe, like people around you, people to support you. I would say that my goal when it comes to like positive mindset, positive vibes or whatever is like any interaction, conversation, time spent working, even like a high in a coffee shop. Like every person leaves better when they've been around me than when they came, period, non-negotiable. So like
for me, my goal is just like, don't let your own ego and your own stuff get in the way of shining that light in the way that you were put on this earth to do. So I feel like a great tip for like getting out of a funk, out of a negative mood, whatever, is just to go out and serve other people, whether it's a quick note to someone who you want to reach out to, or like paying for the person behind you's coffee when you're going, through the drive-thru to get your Starbucks or whatever. Like any way that you can go out of your way to make someone feel heard and validated and confirmed and just better, like you're always going to get a residual of that. What skills do I need to get better at? Where can I level up? Who can I call in my circle that's going to uplift me? Is based on your ownership to what you're playing in that role there. So for more tips on how you can up-level your health, your fitness, your mindset, and get lifestyle tips to truly up-level your life, come back here, check out more videos. Don't forget to subscribe, leave comments down below on how you're showing up more positively in your life, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Self-Love and Sweat, the podcast. Hey, do me a favor. Wherever you're listening to this podcast, give us a review. This really helps a lot. And share this with a friend. I'm only one person, and with your help, we can really spread the message of self-love and sweat and change more lives all around the world. I'm Lunden Souza, reminding you that you deserve a life full of passion, presence, and purpose, fueled by self-love and sweat. This podcast is a Hit Spot Austria production.